Have you ever wondered what it takes to create a single, shimmering bar of pure gold? We're not talking about a small piece of jewelry. We're talking about a massive 400-ounce good delivery bar, the kind you see in movies, worth a staggering $1.4 million. Today, we're going on an exclusive journey deep inside a U.S. gold factory to uncover the secrets of how these incredible objects are made, from raw, unrefined material to a bar of nearly pure gold. First, let's talk about where gold even comes from. It's not just found lying around. The story of gold begins billions of years ago, far out in space. Scientists believe that most of the gold on Earth was formed during the cataclysmic collisions of neutron stars. Imagine two incredibly dense collapsed stars spiraling into each other and exploding with unimaginable force. These cosmic fireworks forged heavy elements, including gold, and scattered them across the universe. Over time, these gold-laced asteroids and meteorites bombarded our young planet, seeding it with this precious metal. Once here on Earth, geological processes took over. Over millions of years, heat and pressure from within the planet's core caused water to circulate through cracks in the rock. This superheated water dissolved the scattered gold particles and carried them along. As the water cooled, the gold precipitated out, concentrating in veins within quartz and other minerals. This is why you often hear about miners finding gold in quartz veins. This natural process is what creates the gold deposits that are mined today. The journey from a mine to a gold bar starts with something called dore. That's D-O-R-E. It's a semi-pure alloy of gold and silver, often looking like a lumpy, unimpressive piece of metal. This is the raw material that arrives at the refinery. These dore bars can vary greatly in purity, sometimes containing as little as 25% gold, with the rest being silver and other trace metals. The first step is to melt these bars down in a massive induction furnace. Imagine a crucible, a specialized ceramic pot, heated to over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The dore bars are carefully loaded in and melt into a glowing, molten liquid. While it's in this liquid state, a sample is taken for an assay. This is a crucial step. The lab needs to know the exact composition of the melt, how much gold, silver, and other impurities are present. This information determines the entire refining process that follows. Think of it like a recipe. You need to know your ingredients before you can start cooking. Once the composition is known, the molten metal is ready for the first stage of purification. This is often done using the Miller process, a technique that's been around since the 1860s. The refiners bubble chlorine gas through the molten dore. Chlorine has a stronger affinity for most of the impurity metals, like copper and zinc, than it does for gold. As the gas passes through, it reacts with these impurities, forming chlorides that rise to the surface as a layer of slag, which can then be skimmed off. This process is effective at removing most base metals and can bring the gold purity up to about 99.5%. What's left is a mixture of primarily gold and silver. But for a good delivery bar, 99.5% isn't good enough. The standard is 99.99%, or 4 nines fine. To reach this incredible level of purity, a more advanced method is needed, the Wohlwill electrolytic process. This is where things get really interesting and scientific. The 99.5% pure gold from the Miller process is cast into large plates called anodes. These anodes are then submerged in a special bath of hydrochloric acid and gold chloride. In this electrolytic cell, thin sheets of pure gold foil act as the cathodes. When an electric current is passed through the solution, the gold from the anode dissolves into the electrolyte. This dissolved gold is then drawn towards the pure gold cathodes. The magic of this process is that only the gold ions are transported. The remaining silver and other trace metals fall to the bottom of the tank as a sludge, which is collected later to recover those valuable byproducts. Over several days, pure gold crystals grow onto the cathode sheets, layer by layer, atom by atom. This is an incredibly slow but precise method. When the process is complete, the cathodes, now thick with freshly deposited, ultra-pure gold, are removed from the tank. They are washed to remove any residual acid, and what you're left with is gold in one of its purest forms, often exceeding 99.99% purity. Now we have the pure gold, but it's still not a bar. The next step is the final melt. This ultra-pure gold is carefully weighed and placed into a clean graphite crucible inside an electric induction furnace. Graphite is used because it can withstand the extreme temperatures and doesn't react with the gold. The furnace heats the gold to about 2,100 degrees Fahrenheit, turning it back into a beautiful, glowing orange liquid. This is the moment of creation. The refiner, wearing heavy protective gear, carefully tilts the crucible. A stream of liquid fire, pure molten gold, pours into a precisely machined cast iron mold. These molds are what give the bars their iconic trapezoidal shape, which makes them easier to stack and handle. The pour has to be perfect, steady, and smooth to avoid any air bubbles or imperfections. As the molten gold fills the mold, any remaining impurities, however minuscule, float to the top and can be skimmed off one last time with a carbon rod. The gold cools relatively quickly, solidifying from the outside in. Within minutes, it transforms from a liquid back into a solid bar, though it's still incredibly hot. Once it's cool enough to handle, the bar is quenched in water, creating a dramatic hiss of steam. The result is a bar of pure, solid gold, but it's not finished yet. It has a rough surface from the casting process and needs to be cleaned. It's often cleaned with a light acid solution to remove any residue from the mold and then polished to give it that famous, unmistakable luster. The final step is the marking. Every good delivery bar must be stamped with crucial information. This includes the refinery's official stamp, the exact purity, usually 999.9, the year of production, and a unique serial number. This serial number is vital for tracking and security, making each bar traceable from the refinery to the vault. A massive hydraulic press is used to stamp these details deep into the gold, a permanent mark of its authenticity and quality. After a final weigh-in to ensure it meets the strict 400 troy ounce standard, the bar is complete. From a cosmic explosion billions of years ago to a lump of ore from a mine, through fire and acid, electricity and pressure, a $1.4 million bar of nearly pure gold is born. It's a testament to science, engineering, and the timeless allure of this incredible element. So the next time you see a gold bar, remember the incredible journey it has taken. It's not just a block of metal. It's a piece of a star, refined by human ingenuity. Thanks for watching, and if you found this journey as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible inside looks. See you next time.